legends and lores. House of Pace. Book of Tominius. The Queen of Tor. Chapter 2. The Death of Breath. Like, comment, subscribe, buy me a coffee. Book available on Amazon.
The rooster crowed before dawn. The air was cool, damp with the scent of earth after rain. Through the open stone window, the first light of morning spilled across my face. I drew in a deep breath to greet the day. I tried to breathe, and nothing came. It was the last breath I would take. My chest seized, air refused me. I gasped, clawing at my throat as panic surged in its place. My body rolled violently from the bed and struck the floor. My vision blurred. I staggered toward the door, desperate for help. "Get to the road! Someone will find you!" A desperate scream tore through my mind, but no air came. My lungs locked, as if an unseen hand gripped them from within. A crushing pressure spread through my ribs, sharp and cold, tightening with every frantic heartbeat. Why was this happening? Had my spirit already begun to tear away from my body? Or was some curse upon me, some punishment finally called due? My throat burned, my chest convulsed. Each attempt to draw breath only deepened the suffocating ache, as though the world itself had forgotten to give me air. My hand found the latch, but before I could pull, peace descended like a shroud. It was strange, soothing, a calm so deep it quieted the fear. So this is it, I thought. At last, I will see what lies beyond. I lay on the floor, arms crossed over my chest, and smiled. The sound of the ocean came to me, the crash of waves, the salt in the air. The struggle for breath faded beneath it. Darkness spilled across my vision. And then, I was no longer in my body. I rose, drifted above myself, looking down at the lifeless shape on the stone floor. The world grew smaller beneath me, fading into mist. Then came the light. A presence closed around me, swift and silent. Not a touch, but a pull, clean, deliberate, like invisible arms hooking into the fabric of my soul. The air thickened with a hum I could feel more than hear, a resonance that threaded through my being and drew me upward. A cold clarity settled over me, sharp as starlight, as if some divine force had claimed me. The fear didn't vanish, but it was overridden by something stronger, the undeniable sense that I was no longer moving of my own will. I was being taken, not guided, not welcomed, taken. Not guided, not welcomed, taken. A tunnel opened before me, vast, endless, filled with streaks of distant stars. Knowledge flowed through it. Visions, truths, histories, all rushing past at impossible speed. I felt the pulse of creation itself. I saw worlds born and undone in a heartbeat. The mortal mind cannot contain it. Mine tried and fractured under its weight. Ahead, a figure waited. Brilliant, radiant, almost blinding. I felt myself drawn toward it, not walking, but carried through the fabric of existence itself. And I knew if I reached it, I would not return. When I reached the end, I stood upon a platform encircled by fire and gold. The flames shimmered like liquid light, not hot, but alive. The being before me was immense, cloaked in white brilliance that cast no shadow. 1,000 suns seemed to burn within it. As I neared, I began to see a face forming beneath the light. My heart leapt. I thought it was my father. But when I reached out, my hand met only air, and the face was not his. The light broke! The platform beneath me fractured into ribbons of gold and fire. The figure reached toward me, and something seized me from behind. Not a hand, not a force I could understand. A violent pull tore through the center of my being, as though my soul had been hooked and dragged backward through the fabric of existence itself. The stars stretched, the tunnel collapsed inward, light twisted into darkness. I tried to hold on, or perhaps I tried to let go. I no longer knew which terrified me more. Then came the sound. Thump, 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 thump. A sound echoed through the void. Tominius. Thump, 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 thump. Again, louder. Tominius! Then came a metallic crack, the sound of iron on iron, and a violent shove at my shoulder. My eyes burst open as the door crashed into my side. Air tore into my lungs in a violent gasp. My vision was a blur of color and motion.
Tominius, keep your eyes open.
A rush of cold water struck my face. The shock hit me like a plunge into winter river water. Mind jolted awake, body still trapped in a prison of unresponsive limbs. My sight cleared in fragments. A face leaned over me. Tash? I croaked, coughing, every muscle trembling. Where am I? Tashad, Tash as I had called him since childhood, leaned over me, panic barely hidden beneath his usual grin.
Keep your eyes open, you stubborn bastard. Your father sent word, said I might find you like this.
I tried to move, but nothing obeyed. My limbs were stone, my body a prison. Panic surged, sharp and cold. Why can't I move? I rasped.
I don't know,
Tash said, eyes flicking with worry, despite the levity in his tone.
but you're breathing, and that's something. Start with that. Slowly, in and out. In and out.
I obeyed, forcing my lungs to listen. The world steadied. After some minutes, a spark of motion returned. First my fingers, then my arm. It was like dragging a boulder through mud.
I can't feel my body,
I muttered.
You've always complained too much.
Tash muttered. I mocked.
Okay, I see. Come now, get up. I'll help you stand.
Tash had been my closest friend for as long as I could remember. Partner in mischief, chaos, and more terrible decisions than wisdom should allow. The man had talked us out of the gallows more times than I cared to admit. Age had tempered many things in him, but never his humor. Tash reached out a hand to lift me to my feet. No, I said between ragged breaths. I can do this.
Suit yourself.
He stepped back, folding his arms, smirking. I pressed a knee beneath me, groaning. Muscles shaking like water-soaked rope. Amused? I hissed through clenched teeth.
I've seen toddlers do it with more grace,
he replied. Come closer, I whispered, feigning weakness. Can't yell. He leaned in, and with the last surge of strength in me, crack! I slammed my forehead into his. Tash stumbled back with a shout.
Ow.
I collapsed forward, face first into the floor, laughing breathlessly through the pain. I can't control myself. Ugh, I wheezed, smiling against the wood. Where'd that gringo, Tashadi laddie? Groaning, Tash dropped beside me.
I should have seen that coming.
Yes, I said through labored breath. And I should have realized that hurt me more than you. He chuckled, shaking his head.
Ow. You never change.
Tash pushed himself to his feet, rubbing his nose where I had struck him. With a resigned sigh, he strode toward the door. I heard it creak open. Then came a sharp whistle, and then chaos. Dogs burst in, tongues lapping, tails wagging. They swarmed me before I could protest, their eager licking mingling salt, sweat, and laughter. All right, you got me, I choked between laughs. Gross! Tash let them assault me a few seconds longer before calling them off. Can you help me peel my face off the floor? I managed. He pulled me to my knees and set a cup of water before me on the table.
You look thirsty. Shall I get you anything else?
He said. Keep the grin, I muttered. It's motivation. Minutes passed before I could lift the cup to my lips. Water had never tasted so divine. Finally, Tash sat beside me.
What in the name of the old gods happened to you?
I stared into the cup, memories flickering like a candle about to die. I don't know. I saw something, a place, a being. He frowned, uncertain whether to laugh or believe.
Your father sent for me. Said all your siblings collapsed as you did. Asleep, unresponsive. I feared I'd find you dead.
The words hit me harder than the headbutt. Then it's happened to them too, I whispered. Can you help me to my father's house?
You should rest.
I pushed myself upright. No. I'll rest when I'm truly dead. Let's go. He sighed, slinging my arm over his shoulder.
Still as stubborn as ever.
Consistency is a virtue, I muttered. Tash laughed and tied me to my horse for balance. As dawn bled fully into day, we rode toward my parents' home, the rhythm of hooves echoing like the pulse of fate returning. I looked once over my shoulder, to the house that had nearly become my tomb, and whispered to the unseen heavens, was that death or a summons?